The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, and verse 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, and the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. And the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall suddenly be afraid. At that time shall friends fight against one another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs and the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. All praises to Yahweh, Bashem Haushah, Muhammad Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect and seeking to be the elect of the nation of Israel. And scattered abroad amongst the heathen, some look like the heathen. Begin the 144,000 preachers, teaching, prophets, Shalom. And that's what's going to happen here in America. When the shortages hit, food, gas, everything. They get the news, people can try to get supplies, food, water, supplies, gas. Price is going to be high as I don't know what. And there's going to be shortages, and people are going to be fighting against each other over these resources, man. Tempers are going to flare. Fuses are going to be short. People are going to get hurt, severely hurt, brutally beaten, anally raped. Y'all know I got it, boondocks. Man, a lot of people are going to get killed, man. You know? We're going to play the first 5 minutes of this video, and then we got another video that's showing clips of the lines and the carnage and the fuel supply being on fire and people fighting each other at the gas pumps, gas stations over there in Russia, man. It's coming to America. We just read it. Soon. All right? Soon. When these things hit, well, hey, and that's gas. Wait till the food and the medicine, the water run out. Things are going to be high as hell, and it's going to be, because it's going to be a limited supply, the dollar ain't going to be no good. And man, and it's going to lead to people breaking into each other's houses. It's going to lead to that, man. And as we read in 2nd Ezra 6, friends will fight against one another like enemies. All right? So this will be the time where, hey, when people are short and out and don't have, hey, everybody's a target, man. All right? All this, man, the homies and the girls and everybody cool, and you sharing each other's secrets, and you letting each other know what one another got and what's going on. Hey, man, they're going to be the people that's going to stab you in the back, man. Like the scripture says, you know who a friend is in adversity. Ecclesiastes, verse. I'll follow add. Man, y'all know I can't speak. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 8. A friend cannot be known in prosperity, right? Because you're not going to know their true side. And when everything is on the up and up, people can do. Hey, people are not showing their true colors, man. All right? An enemy cannot be hidden in adversity, you see? So friends are going to fight against one another like enemies. Why? Because it's going to be the time of adversity. And they're going to turn into enemies. All right? And everyone's going to be an enemy against one another at that time. Not every single person, but majority of the people going to fight against one another like enemies. Because it's going to be the time of adversity. All right? It says, in the prosperity of a man, enemies will be grieved. But in his adversity, even a friend will depart. All right? So, hey, it's going to lead to chaos. Hey, let's get 2nd Ezra 15. Because people just can say effort and just breaking people's houses, man. That's going to be straight up total pandemonium. All right? 2nd Ezra 15. Hey, let's just start up 14, man. Because it's going to be chaos. Fighting against the political figures. Because they're allowing it to happen. And the decisions being made. And, hey, man. Civil war. Hey, it's just going to break out. Hey, and the blood going to touch blood. 2nd Ezra 15 and 15. I started 14. Now, this is a global thing. All right? Remember, they're bringing in this new system, man. They're collapsing the old. All right? And this is also a part of the population agenda, man, going to the pale horse. 2 Edges 15:14, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their action shall stand their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their house with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. These things coming, man. All right? Hey, you want to know what's going to happen over here in the West? Hey, look to the east. Look at Russia. Russia faces fuel shortages. Putin confirms fuel shortages as brawls break out at Russian gas stations. Let's play the first 5. Then we got another video.
Welcome back in Alive Now. I'm Austin Westfall. Take a look. Russian President Vladimir Putin is publicly acknowledging that Ukrainian long-range strikes are creating fuel supply problems inside Russia. Videos obtained by Fox News Digital show long lines, angry motorists, and fights erupting at gas stations across several Russian regions. Meanwhile, Putin is continuing to face pressure from long-range Ukrainian drone attacks. President Zelensky has been posting videos like this in recent days. On Tuesday, over 400 drones were reportedly shot down across Russia, including in Moscow and in Crimea, according to Russian authorities. Let's bring in retired Marine Intelligence Officer, National Security Analyst, and the host of the Strat podcast, Hal Kempfer. He's here with me. Hal, the Kremlin doesn't usually acknowledge that Ukraine is impacting Russia beyond the battlefield, but they are now. Why?
Oh, they're having to. Austin, the problem is they can't deny the gas lines. They can't deny, refineries and other facilities going up in flames and smoke drifting over Moscow and St. Petersburg. They just simply can't hide it anymore. These drone strikes by the Ukrainians are all over Russia right now, certainly all over European Russia. Some of them have gotten as far as a little bit east of the Urals. And so he had to say something. The other thing is gas prices. The gas is restricted, gasoline, and that's because of the refinery attacks. So it's extremely expensive. You see prices there. The price of gas in some areas was $25 a gallon. To give you an idea of how expensive it is. It's incredible. And you see these long lines. A lot of times you just can't get gas. And of course, the latest reports are that a lot of times in these lines, frustrated motorists have been getting out of their cars and literally getting into fist fights because they're so angry with how things are going. It forced Putin to do something he never wants to do. His narrative's always the same. We're doing great in Ukraine. We're going to win. Everything's, all the offensive actions are successful. Basically it's that standard Russian line, no matter what the facts on the ground are. He finally had to admit that the Ukrainians are having an impact on Russian gasoline supplies. He just couldn't hide it anymore, and he can't hide the fact that you got drones flying into Moscow and hitting things all over Moscow and setting things ablaze.
We weren't able to independently get the video of the fights themselves. Fox News Digital has it posted on their social account. You see a screen grab of it there. This is how they describe it. Tempers are boiling over at Russian gas stations throughout the country as drivers get caught on camera fighting over fuel. The chaotic scenes come as Vladimir Putin publicly acknowledged Russia is facing a shortage of fuel after months of Ukrainian drone strikes on the country's oil refineries disrupted supplies. Long lines and fuel rationing are now being reported across multiple regions, putting rare public pressure on everyday Russians as the war's impact reaches farther inside the country. And again, I'll go back to these videos.
And when that ration hit here in America, all of it happen at the same time. It's going to be crazy. Because most people drive between 4 to 5 minutes to an hour one way to work. If you stay in the inner city, you got the traffic jams, it's going to be chaotic. They be like, hey, you can only get 10 gallons of gas. And shit, and that's going to cost just as much as a damn full tank of gas. Or whatever, numbers they throw out, whatever they allow, might be 5 gallons or 10. We don't know. We're going to see. Because it's going to happen. It's going to be crazy. And a lot of people are going to lose their jobs. Damn. That's gonna lead to more jobs shutting down, more carpooling, and people not gonna want to pay. Man, I ain't got it, man. That's gonna add more fuel to the fire, man. More people gonna be fighting. Be sure me a dub.
Zelensky has been sending out as of late of the long-range strikes, the drone warfare. Drone warfare is not new to this war, Hal. So why is so much attention being paid to the Ukrainians' most recent drone attacks on Russia? Is it because it's hitting places like Moscow and Crimea? Is that the point here?
Better drones. It really boils down to better drones. Firepoint has been putting out some drones, which are excellent drones for long range. They've also put out excellent drones for intermediate range. That's the one that doesn't get as much attention because it's not spectacular, doesn't have Moscow, but it has been just destroying the supply lines and the lines of communication, and that, I mean, logistics lines of communication in Ukraine, in and around Ukraine. Crimea has been virtually cut off. It's a peninsula that's now sort of becoming an island in terms of its ability, in terms of being resupplied, because they just can't get stuff in there. By the way, I should mention in Crimea, which is, you know, Russians claim it's theirs, but it's a Ukrainian territory they took in 2014. They have cut off all gasoline sales to civilians because they just don't have the gasoline. They just simply can't get it in. And there's rumors, or at least stories, that the Kerch Bridge, which is about the only way they can get stuff in now, that stretches over to mainland Russia, that the Ukrainians may do another mass bombing of it and shut down the Kerch Bridge altogether, which would cause take a bad situation and just make it a horrendous situation from a supply chain standpoint in Crimea. So, long story short, their drones are working better. The other thing, too, is watching this.
All right, that's it. Let's play the other video. Let's get this other drone. Let's see.
More words left in.
This is gas lines turn ugly. Russians react as fuel shortages spread across Russia. I'll put the link to this video in the description box so you can watch the full video. I'm gonna play like 5 minutes. This is the real Ukraine. This is her channel. I believe it's a female. I believe this is the woman talking right here.
So this guy just ran out of this car, threatened me with noise, and slashed my tires because he thought I pulled in front of him at the gas station. What are
you doing? Are you an idiot or something? What are you doing?
Good night or good morning, everyone. I left at 3 a.m. to hunt. We've come to this, my friends. We've come to this. Last night, a friend sent me this circle.
There's no gas anywhere in Russia. It's 4 a.m., 5:30 a.m. I left to get gas.
nowhere at all? There's not.
I'm the only one who doesn't understand what's the problem.
Well, like, there's no gas, right?
Well, there will be someday.
I mean, why panic now?
Okay, no gas. Just park your car and walk, ride a scooter, a bike, a unicycle. Okay, so there's no gas yet. Well, it will be sooner or later. Let's just wait until it is, and that's it.
You want to go crazy at the gas station? How do we fill up now? Like this way. Here, we're going to charge 180 rubles per liter.
Yes. 95, they say, per liter. I have to show you this. Just look here. 4 o'clock in the morning. Does anyone even see the end there?
And what do you think people are gonna do over here in America? Other places too. When they be waiting so long, then they get up there, they be like, yo, we out of gas. They can try to go to another gas station. And they have to wait even longer lines, or they might be out. As a matter of fact, let's get that. Amos. It's either Amos 6 or Amos 4. I love the scripture. Amos. Yeah, the Wadi Habashamal Shah. Amos 4 and 6. Let's start at 6. And I also have given you cleanness of teeth in all your cities, famine, and want of bread in all your places. Yet have you not returned unto me, said the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai. This happened in the past, but it's happening again. It's showing you that it's saying the same thing. 2nd Esdras 16 is saying. Now, all these things are going to happen, play out, famine, plague, tribulation, anguish. But 2/3 of our people, the Israelites, still not going to repent. So the same thing is saying here. It was always the case. Remember, Yahweh Shema Shai has always kept a remnant to himself of Israel. And also I have withholden the rain from you, and there went yet 3 months to the harvest, and I caused it to rain upon one city, and caused it not to rain upon another city. One piece was rained upon, and the piece whereupon it rained not withered. So a certain place is going to have certain things, right? That's going to cause people to have to travel. And they may not, eventually they're going to run out. And you can waste your time and your gas. Then, you ain't going to have no gas to get back home. Or you might have the gas to go there, and you might luck up and get what you got. Then shit, you ain't got enough gas to get back to the crib. Then you're going to get jacked. Verse 8. So 2 or 3 cities wander unto one city, you see, to drink water, but they were not satisfied, yet have ye not returned unto me, said the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai. You see, so, amen. Yahweh Shema Shai ain't playing. It's going to be worse this time. The sound there is just quiet on this part, y'all.
Russian oil refineries and quelches. Even more than 5,000 from Ukraine in. Zamomzeski Kryl residents say people are waiting at gas stations for up to days to get after a long period. President Putin has admitted that Russia is facing supply while reestablishing any path toward ending the presidential election. What's happening now?
There's no gas in the capital. The pumps simply don't work. This is the 5th gas station we've stopped at to fill up.
SVO, PVO. No money, no gas. There's money for VPN blocking. But mothers are dying in childbirth. Animals are being exploited. Children are dying. Rapists are raping. You can't eat fish. You can't eat caviar. Where can you earn money? How can you earn money? How can you earn some extra cash, Ash? What other pressing issues haven't I asked?
So do you want to be shocked by the fuel prices in the TBAA Republic? Well, then watch this. I think everyone here, well, even those who aren't local, knows about the current situation with the Slavyansk oil refinery. And it's incredibly painful. It's terrifying to realize and see the world we live in, if you can call it a world. And many I know will gloat and say that it deserves it. Everyone knows that no ordinary person can stop this.
Guys, I simply don't have any normal words left in my vocabulary. I'm honestly shocked. Guys, I found myself in a situation today that I didn't expect. I went to the gas station, arrived, there was no gas. My meter was almost down, and I didn't expect this to be real. No, but it is. A gas delivery service just came to my door. 10 liters of gas costs 10,000 rubles. We're currently experiencing a situation in the city that simply can't be ignored. I love our city of Irkutsk madly, but what's happening now is beyond any sane level. People were stuck in traffic for another hour and a half, and it already seemed crazy to me. Last night, people were stuck in traffic for 8 hours just to fill up their cars. Not only are there all these crazy traffic jams, but it's also impossible to even get to the gas station if you don't need gas, because all the lanes are occupied by cars waiting to get gas.
You know, I was just driving and thinking how little it costs a person to take everything from them and give them. Just a little.
Every story, almost every video is about how the poor thing has no gas. Who are you filming this for? Well, we saw it, thought about it, and then moved on. You're filming this so our enemy can see how dire things are here.
News that we'll be buying gasoline from India. Indian gasoline sounds like the Brazilian national hockey team. Not very good at all.
Well, gasoline is gasoline, of course. I understand everything, but how are we supposed to buy avocados these days? Tell me, please, have you even seen the prices? Soon, we'll have to chip in with people for avocados.
I wouldn't be surprised if the prosecutor's office discovers errors in the 1861 document abolishing serfdom. I got him. They'll divide us into a group of 50 people and ties to the boyars.
What the? Are we idiots or what?
Fun.
This is idiot. Where are you going, you dear? What the is going on?
You see the date, location, Russia. That's the date photo.
I'm so fed up, you.
Shortages. Total shortages. That's it. This is how we live. And logistics would come to a complete standstill. Everything would appear right away. No food, nothing would be brought to the store. We'd stand around for like 2 weeks. Everything would be found right away. They're just taking people on a detour. And everything is great. There are just lines. Oh, man. Now, this isn't funny at all. 40 rubles for gas. 40 rubles for gas. Do you understand? No, this is just us. Some shell gas plant blew up. Who knows? Gas prices have skyrocketed, and so have gasoline prices. Now, if companies don't raise their fares, all logistics will come to a complete standstill. And so, I'm telling you, running on gasoline is completely unprofitable, even with past prices, even with prices from two years ago. I mean, right now, especially if gas goes on sale now and the price doesn't go up, no one will give a damn. It's simply because it won't be profitable.
Good morning, everyone. June 29th. The gasoline situation is the worst. We're in Cheetah right now in Transbaikalia. There's no gasoline at all. People are staying at gas stations for days.
Shilka. I went to bed last night. People were just standing here all night. No problems. Those are the trucks over there, right? Oh, the commotion is insane. Absolutely insane at the gas stations. Isn't this a collapse? Don't worry, don't fret, everyone will fill up. But when will this happen? In about a year, my condolences. I condemn such actions and I offer my deepest apology. Crap, there's nothing going on. And everything's fine, he's alive. This is, guys.
Our roads are pretty empty. I can tell because everyone's saving gas.
Damn, there's a line at Roseneck and Cheetah in Ivanovka. The traffic police have arrived to sort things out. It's impossible to even drive on the road. You can see it at the end of the screen. A brief overview of the fuel situation in Crimea today. There's no one on the road. We're alone. Fuel isn't for sale. That's how the whole road is empty. Well, at least there are no traffic jams. It's fine on electric power. Only the electric lights keep flickering. But we're fighting this.
Guys, don't believe it. It's real. Come to Crimea. We're waiting for you.
Guys, finally found gas. The line is short. Anyway, I'll share the location. Basically, you need to leave Moscow along the Moscow Ring Road. Drive as far as the world can take you away from this Russia. And get to America.
You get over here, you want to, it's gonna be worse. But I just wanted to hit that real quick through the spin and probably y'all about Shema Shah. Hey, people gonna be ciphering each other gas, breaking to each other bonds, stealing gas. You know, some people gonna sit home because they ain't got no gas. It's gonna get crazy over here, man. Stay pretty, y'all about Shema Shah. Shalom.